Honestly, I mean, they're one of the best friends in DMV.
All right, first thing, fellas, why do y'all think it's important for men to work out? Be physically fit and mentally fit.
You're going to let Oliver start that, man. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Oliver.
Man, a positive body is a positive mind. First off, I think the easiest thing that a guy can do is get in the gym. That's the first place where I think a guy can get access to learn discipline, to learn mental fortitude, and to just have the ability to do things that you don't want to do. I feel like all that can be learned in the gym.
Absolutely, bro. And one thing, the biggest thing for me is setting the tone for the next generation, because I truly believe fat ass parents raise fat ass kids.
Oh, 100%. Fuck body positivity.
I'm being honest, bro. If these kids don't see the parent eating asparagus and eating lean protein and drinking water and getting up and going to the gym or being active, that kid's not going to be active.
100%.
And I don't got no problem with video games, but you're going to be outside or doing an activity too. That's real talk.
That's real. And it's like nobody wants a fat bitch. Like, let's just be honest with you. With all the body positivity and things like that, listen, if you big, you big. All right, that's one thing. But for it to be glorified and for people to say like, oh, it's okay to be overweight and all this other shit, and you want to cover a woman's health, like, man, shut the fuck up with all that shit.
Oh, another
terrible,
topic,
man. It's terrible. What the fuck is that?
So let me go and kind of chime in a little bit here too, guys. I think that's important. It's like Oliver was saying, guys. Strong mind equals strong body. And when you work out, you kind of understand that things in life are going to be difficult. You find out a lot about yourself when you're in the gym on that last set, doing the stair climb for 30 minutes. And you realize, you know what? I don't have any more. But when you find more inside yourself, you realize you can do more. That translates to other aspects in people's life, man. So that's why I work out, because it tells me I can do hard things.
Yeah, and it also gives like a healthy body too. Like when you have a healthy body, you just feel better. You got more energy throughout the day. You can work better in your business. And I'll even take it a step further. I'll say, if you can get to a fight gym, that'll definitely bring a lot out of you too. You will learn so much about yourself by getting your fucking ass whooped in sparring or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You just learn so much about yourself just mentally.
That's crazy. I just talked about that the other day. There was a fight in the gym that I reacted to, and I said the same thing. Once you get humbled, that's going to change your life, bro. Like
it will.
Like dudes be walking around like they never lost a fight. Like I'd be quick to tell you, I done got my ass whooped a couple times.
You know what's funny about that? I always say it's two things that dudes overestimate their ability in. It's fighting and fucking. Every dude always thinks they can fuck better than they can and do something they can fight better than they can too.
You forgot height. Some dudes be stretching it. I know I do.
Oh man,
I'm 5'11", but I'm 6 foot when I first get up.
Baby, we 6 footers, baby.
But I mean, I say this. I mean, fighting is a whole different animal, man. Because you can have cardiovascular endurance and everything else, but getting in that ring, that 3 minutes turns to about 30 minutes real fast.
It does. And I'll just say the biggest thing that it helped me with, like I had anger problems shit growing up. So for me personally, I don't like to lose either. So when I learned that, you think that you about to be all big and bad, like, man, I'm about to fuck you up. But when you really get against some experienced guys, you learn that they want you to get mad. That's how they bait you. And when you get your ass with a couple of times, you like, man, nah, this, I ain't about to lose. And you go from anger to knowing how to channel aggression. And I think that's important, you know what I'm saying, in a man, to be able still come with that fury, that intensity. But when it's channeled and you able to make moves with it and not have it be reckless, a lot of boys need that shit nowadays. That'll definitely be a decline on the school shooters. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, we're gonna get to that. Another thing I wanted to bring up is men. We're being, and I know that in this society is the man isn't the leader. We're partners. Whatever you believe, the man of the house is the man of the house, bro.
50-50.
Somebody got to take the trash out. Somebody got to bring the heavy shit in. You the man of the house. So I'm seeing couples now with a girl bigger than the dude, and I know she's stronger than him too. Y'all ever seen the meme with the chicken leg next to the big BBW turkey leg?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's just a staple for a man. Like you got to be the strongest in the house, and you should physically be able to see that. You know what I'm saying?
So when you saying bigger, you saying more like size, weight? What you talking about? Height?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
If your man is not over 180 and if he ain't less than at least 20% body fat, get you a new man, baby.
Oh man, see, I ain't say all of that.
I am.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, real talk, that's an issue, man. And
well, now let me ask you: do you think that they're going for these smaller dudes because we all know we in America, all these women want to be masculine and shit. Do you think that they're trying to do that as far as like a dominance thing? Do you think they're intentionally possibly going for these guys that are like, let's say, less physically fit because they already know they can't get like a stud? So they're like, to feel some type of internal power.
I just think they taking what they could get, and the same for the skinny dude.
Okay,
the weak dude, he just taking what he could get.
100%.
And I think that's important to kind of quantify why women like big dudes that are bigger than them too, man. We talk about on our show all the time, but women like guys that normally, I call it the 3 6s. It's normally 6-pack, 6 figures, and 6 feet. So when you break these down in categories, what 6 foot tall basically it categorizes and makes women realize that, you know what, this guy's big and can ward off predators on a more like a
primal
level.
It's
exactly.
True.
And we talking about a 6-pack. We talking women looking for guys that have health and vitality for their offspring. Mm-hmm. And then the 6 figures is basically the ability to acquire resources and share them with the offspring. And back in the day, you know, they would go out and hunt food and gather certain things to gather for the offspring, but we're not back in that Stone Age anymore. So you acquire resources by bringing them money.
Yeah. So, oh no, I agree with all that. That's going down another topic though. We want to talk about that on your podcast.
Okay, all right, sure.
But another thing I got too, I feel like the country's in shambles because we got so many weak ass men.
Oh, absolutely.
We got men that's scared to go to the gym, that's encouraged to not go to the gym, that's scared to speak up. And I feel like the gym is going to make you more confident.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So men they're not getting that confidence because they're not completing difficult tasks. They're not getting their way.
Is it cool if I name drop on here? You good if I say? Listen. I was watching Andrew Tate the other day. It's John with Tucker Carlson, and he was saying some real shit. He was saying like, it's gotten to the point where I can't even tell a young man to even go to the gym. Yeah. That's considered rebellious. Yeah. A young man going to the gym.
Well, go ahead. Well, I was about to. I agree. I just did an episode. It didn't drop yet. Episode by the time this dropped, the episode will be up. But an article came out saying that you're a Republican or you're an extreme right wing person if you're obsessed with fitness or if you have a habit of fitness. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much with Andrew Tate. With him, they're trying to correlate the same talking points.
Yeah. And then this is like, think about this. But the whole point about it is what he said is he's right. They don't want military age men to be strong because at the end of the day, when you have military age men, 18 to 35, they're strong. They say no. They stand up for themselves. They're strong in body and mind, which starts in the gym. You have a fucking revolution. No offense, but a girl is not going to start. Women are not going to start revolutions. It's just not how it works. But when you have strong men, you start revolution. Things change. They don't want that.
I'm gonna let you chime in, TK. Hold on. No, go ahead. One thing I want to point out, bro. And this we get a little political on my podcast too.
Okay.
One little boys here.
I love Trump.
They're hey, yo. I'm a middle guy. You know what I'm saying? I've done podcasts on RFK, who's on the Democratic Party. He's really a Republican, but that's another conversation. But what I was about to say is what I was about to say is little boys here, they're encouraging little boys to get sex changes here. Right?
Yeah.
And China, little boys going to summer camp and shooting rocket launchers and RPGs and doing fitness tests. So it's just like we're getting weaker. And like I don't know where the country's going right now. I mean, I don't know if you pay attention to politics and what's happened this past week and the week before that, but like we're at the point now where we're about to get taken over because we got so many weak ass men.
And it's going into shambles. The only thing that keeps America up is our technology in war, like our war technology.
Military,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Our military. I had a couple conversations with
Biden just said we're running out of ammunition, but that's another podcast.
Fuck.
But go ahead. Go ahead. I'm trying to keep it fitness, bro.
Listen, somebody brought up a good point the other day. I had a conversation with a couple Marines within the past couple months. And they even said, like, when you go into it, basically, I was just like, oh, man, I always say thank you for your service. My father served in the military. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for it. So he stood up here and he's just like, he made it seem like he wasn't even proud. Like, and I'm just like, what's up? He was like, bro, it's a lot of bullshit. And it's because of this right here. Boys, us as men, we want to be fucking challenged. Back in the day, it meant something to if you was a Marine, that means you was like the toughest of the toughest. You was like the fiercest of the fiercest. But nowadays, they didn't lower the totem pole. Oh, if you can't do 2 laps, Johnny, it's okay. When this guy's over here running 40 laps, there's no pride in being an American and being in the military. And then also on top, it's crazy. It's crazy. But then also on top of that, if we go on foot because of these sex changes, 800,000 in North Korea signed up to kick our ass. If they came up and we had to attack these motherfuckers on foot, what are we gonna send a motherfucker blue hair and shit? to go fight these dudes.
Facts.
The feminists ain't gonna go. All of a sudden, feminists gonna go out the window. Then, baby, you equal to a man, right? Then when we start drafting bitches who can't fight, then they can't. All of a sudden, feminist goes out the window, and we get smoked by North Korea because they don't give a fuck. They're not gonna say, "Oh, well, I'm a girl." Bye, bam.
You got something to add, TK? Before I'm going to all right. And the last point I wanted to address on this topic is it's just important for men to not that women don't need to learn this, but we talking about men today, that men need to learn input versus output and patience and adversity, right? Men need to learn that when you put the hard work in for X amount of time, this is the result. It's not going to be overnight. It's not going to be quick. A lot of these women that come to me that train, they want this overnight result. But I feel like it's important for men to know that. And if we master that, I feel like we can get more women to master that. But
100%.
You know, a lot of men are soft and act like women. So they don't understand that shit. So
look, I got a lot. You got something to chime in before I say something? Because man, I got a lot of goddamn.
Yeah, he's saying a lot today.
Go ahead, man. I'm hopping out the
Krispy Kreme. Yo, literally, I rolled by Krispy Kremes this morning. No, I didn't go in. But the whole point about it, I seen this dude get out, and this goes back to what you were saying. A dude got out, and like you said, his chick was probably like, I'm not trying to talk, but she had to been at least no smaller than 350, bro. Big joint. And you sitting up there and you going into Krispy Kremes. And the first thing I thought is exactly what you said. Yo, you as a man, how could you even let your girl not one get like that, but then you're actually advocating for this. You're taking her to Krispy Kremes. I'd be like, baby, no, bro, we got to put a stop. But it's a weak ass man.
He's probably scared to tell her about herself.
Exactly.
And it's crazy. So
he's a fat fuck,
bro. This one girl I used to talk to, bro, she was getting huge, and I cut her off for it. Probably like 5 years ago, bro. I cut her off for it. Everybody was mad at me. Her friends were saying I ain't shit. This and that.
Yo,
I'm the bad guy, misogynist, fat phobic. What the fuck? Before them words even came out, they was calling me that.
Let me explain.
Bro, hold on.
Okay.
She's in the gym now every day. Body bomb as hell. Dudes coming up to me asking about her every day, bro. I don't even say nothing. I'd be like, yeah, she's single, bro.
Listen, I'm a huge fan. Shout out to Myron on Fresh and Fit. We need to bring back fucking shaming and bullying. We need to bring back that shit. And people may say, oh, why would you say that? Because at the end of the day, this whole love shit, baby, I understand. Oh, yeah, I understand you're hard on you. Nobody responds to that shit. Exactly what you said. No, you fat, I'm going to break up with you. Nobody wants a fat, like I said at the beginning. And like that's what's going to make change. That's what got her to be like, you know what? Let me get on my shit. You go to different cultures, bro. They don't tolerate all these hoes, all these fat. They going to tell you, yo, you a fat and you need to be in the fucking gym.
That's why I got these guys on the podcast. TK, you want to add something before we move on, bro?
Man, I'm rocking with y'all, man. Go ahead.
You good, man?
And I'll give her some applause. Shout out to her.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, because it's hard losing weight. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I mean, they're one of the best fans in DMV.